What is up, guys? We're live. We've got a special guest here today.
We're not sure what he wants to do.
Levi boy.
He wants to be a part of it today.
He wanted to join us. Sorry we're a bit late. Only an hour and 20 minutes. But we had to grab some groceries.
And you had a phone call with your mum and dad.
I had a phone call with my parents. I haven't seen my parents for a few weeks. So, yeah, we're going to get into it. We did have a fire. We'll get into that a little bit later on in the thing. Everyone's safe. And we caught it quickly, but it was an absolute nightmare.
Luckily, we was home.
Or it could have been a lot worse. Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse for sure. So
could have been a lot worse. We'll go over our wins, or not our wins, but some updates just for this week. And then if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. We have some big updates as far as our residency and stuff, and stuff like that. So you wanna start, Han?
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining and supporting us. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up. Awesome. So we got a new fridge.
We did.
Finally.
It's very exciting. We actually have a fridge now that's bigger than our old drinks fridge, and a freezer. Obviously, in the little fridge, there's a tiny little box freezer. So now we actually have like a fridge freezer combo.
We had like an under the counter fridge when the rental had an under counter fridge. And in Canada, we had a massive, like they call them Americanos here, don't they?
Well, it's even bigger than any of the Americanos here.
Yeah.
What we had.
Yeah, like a double doors and ice and all that stuff. Anyone from the States or North America, is pretty standard to have one of them. But having a big family, it was nice having a huge freezer, and then we come here and we had one literally is the same size as our wine cooler in Canada. So we've been using that.
And then also in our pantry we did have a stand tool freezer too. So we was used to having lots of space for stuff. So we would go grocery shopping and buy lots of stuff.
Yeah.
But the first couple of weeks being here, we've just been able to buy groceries basically to eat each day. So
yeah, that's been a little tricky because we like to have stuff prepped, and because there's so many of us, like we need
and to be a bit more prepared.
Yeah, like and not just spend all day walking down to the bakeries and things like that. But
for sure.
So we got a fridge freezer. We had it delivered. It was a very surprisingly cheap. Like it was a really good price for a.
Well, the delivery guy. A lot of people use WhatsApp here. The delivery guy called and then he said, "Can you message me on WhatsApp?" I was like, "Okay, sure." And then he was like, "We've never delivered to where you are before. Please, can you give us some directions of your address and stuff like that?" So I was like, "Okay." And then I was messaging them. I was like telling them to come certain ways so that because I knew it was going to be a big vehicle and there's a lot of
tiny little roads
and stuff.
Here, yeah.
So I tried to give them some advice as to where to go. They didn't listen to it. They went the other way. And then they got stuck. And then they had to go the way that I had said. But anyway, the fridge freezer that Brett wanted to get, he did want to get a big Americano one. And he wanted to have it upstairs in the dining area. A massive one, but there's no way they would have been able to deliver that and put it in. Even to get through the doors and stuff. The doors are so narrow and stuff and small here. Like even to try and get it into the dining area because there's nowhere in the kitchen it could go.
No.
But luckily we got like the smallest of the it's not the smallest, it's like the biggest before you go to Americano.
Yeah.
Which is quite big.
Yeah. A lot bigger than the little one we've been
using. And they even had troubles trying to deliver that. But they did it. So hands up to them. Thank you so much. There was two lovely fellas. They actually was from Africa, but they spoke Portuguese. And they spoke very good English as well. They was chatting away to me and stuff. So
Yeah. We went to, and then another Vorton. Is it Vorton? Vorton?
I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Worten, whatever that shop is.
Yeah.
We went to go on. I needed some clothes, so we went to go and get some clothes, and we went after I'd finished doing some stuff on the computer, so it was pretty late.
Yeah.
We were really surprised that malls are open till like midnight here. Yeah. We checked in Canada. Like we lived near West Edmonton Mall. If you look at West Edmonton Mall on Google, it was one of the biggest malls in the world at one point. Massive mall.
I forgot you were here.
How big is West Edmonton Mall, Levi?
massive. It has a ship inside of it.
Yeah, it has a replica of the. What is that?
I have no idea. I just know it's a big ship.
It
has
famous ship wreckage. It has a replica of a ship in a lake in the middle in the mall, covered over. It has an ice rink. It has
indoor water park.
It has the swimming pool with the most amount of indoor water flumes in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the biggest indoor wave pool
ice
in the world.
Skating.
Yeah,
massive skating.
Had a theme park, roller coaster, all stuff in our local mall in Sherwood Park. Where the hell was I going with that story?
You were saying that the biggest mall. The biggest mall in Canada at one time.
And the story, I think it's like still in the top 10, but it's the stores are only open till 9. So we were really surprised that stores are open till midnight here, which is crazy. And they open at the same time as well. So that's cool because after work, if you want to go to the mall.
And it was really busy.
Yeah, it was busy. We come out at like 11. We didn't know. We knew it was open till 12, but we come out and it felt pretty early still, but it was actually like 11:30, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's really cool that you can go to the mall later. After work,
busy too. There's lots of people there.
You don't have to wait till, and then Saturdays and Sundays are obviously a little bit busier, but they're not as crazy because in Canada, like everyone has to wait till Saturday, Sunday to go to the mall really to get a good shopping, don't they? So yeah, Vorton, pronounced in PT, Vorton, yeah. Oh, we have another story for Vorton. We went to. Why did we go there yesterday?
For a printer.
Oh, we looked for a printer. We had to go for a printer. You tell the story. Because it's her fault, so she can tell the story.
My fault. So, we was looking for a printer. We went to all the stores nearby and none of them sold any printers or anything like that. So we said we'll go to Vorton, did you just say?
Vorton, yeah.
With a V?
Michael said Vorton.
Okay. We hit the closest one near us. And we drove there. It was like 40 minutes away.
Yeah, it's 40 minutes.
One. Yeah, and we was like, okay. And then we was getting closer and closer. And I was like, I don't think there's going to be one here. Yeah. And then it was
because it was like we were in the middle of freaking nowhere and we were going through these tiny little villages, weren't we? And we're like, what? And all of a sudden there's going to be a town big enough for a Vorton.
And then we was going down these windy little roads and then we pulled up. It was like, you're at your location. We was like,
we're like on a little cobblestone street. Yeah. So someone has put a Vorton location in the middle of. I wonder how many foreigners have driven through this little tiny.
I hope we're not the only ones.
There was only a few houses there, weren't there? Someone's having a.
Yeah.
I suggest radio popular over Vorton. Okay. Thank you very much.
We only went there because we knew that they sold electronics and stuff. So
any excuse to go to the forum in Coimbra. But anyway, we went there and we were in the middle of. Then we were an hour from where we are, and an hour from Coimbra as well. So it's like, oh no, we were an hour from Olivier de Hospital and an hour from Coimbra. Both of them had a Vorton, so we didn't know about radio. Yeah, so we were like, okay, which one do we go to? Obviously, you go to the forum. Okay. So we drove to the forum and then drove home. So it was like a super long trip just to get a printer.
Just for a printer, yeah.
It's frustrating not knowing.
Then when we was there, we was trying to get the cheapest one we could. So even it was kind of silly that we drove all around town just trying to find one.
Yeah, but I just love driving around anyway because there's so many nice things to see. Like we went over, is it Montagua?
I have no idea. We drove.
Like we were out by that. Idea. We were out by there somewhere. Through little villages, and there's like a massive lake, and it's absolutely beautiful everywhere.
It is beautiful driving around. But
you can always buy online. Yeah, you can, but we're the sort of people that like to have stuff right now.
No, you can buy stuff online. Like I ordered the fridge freezer online. I ordered a car seat online. I have ordered some,
but we needed a printer because we needed to print our stuff off. Yeah,
but we just like for kids' schoolwork and stuff like that, and residency stuff. Like we just needed a printer like right away, and I did. We have had some things delivered, and then sometimes they don't actually get delivered. They go to the local like post office delivery place.
And it's not next day, is it?
No,
like
some of the stuff isn't. Actually, the fridge freezer literally came the next day, which I was very surprised.
Vorton, but Amazon is not next day here, is it? It might be.
Some stuff is.
Is it? Oh, is it?
Some stuff can.
Oh, wow.
Depends if you're a Prime or not. If you have Prime.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it delivers quicker.
Prime does, yeah.
Prime does, yeah. You get like priority stuff.
Oh, okay.
Any more Vorton stories? I think that's it.
Not anymore. Apart from someone has tagged it where it clearly is not, and it's somebody's house, and we was a little bit miffed that we drove all the way to get there and it was somebody's house. But it is what it is. Brett had a little nap. He's been a little bit under the weather this week, a little bit poorly. Hey.
Yeah, I've been down with the sickness. So
he was having a nap,
sickness.
Driving around the village.
Yeah, I clocked when we got there. I was just fell asleep then, and then but that was that saga over. But now we'll definitely check out Radio Popular.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of that one.
Yeah, like where is a good place to? Is that the best place? Radio Popular is the best place to buy like electronics and stuff. Is that the cheap?
Why
place?
Is it better? Why?
Yeah, why is it better? And the other question I had was, we have a store in Canada called Home Depot, Rona, Lowe's, where you can buy like hardware. You can get lumber there. You can get
in
tools.
England, it
you
probably
can
would have
get
been like home base.
Screws. Yeah, in England it's home base or home base was the only one I can think of in England.
B&Q.
B&Q, that sort of thing. Where you get like wood, you can any DIY project you can do basically.
Did I just make that one up?
No, B&Q's one. You can get appliances, you can get tools, you can get all that stuff, and it's really cheap. Where would be like the Leroy Merlin? Okay.
They're writing too quick. I can't keep up.
Yeah. Super helpful, guys. I really appreciate their help.
Message.
I don't know why we use the German W pronunciation for Vorton. Vorton. That trick of Vorton is nice. Hi, you beautiful people.
It wasn't very nice.
Vorton.
Nunavut, Canada. Glad everyone's okay. Sandera.
Hey, Sandera.
Hey, Sandy. How are you? Do you know what I was thinking? Yeah, and I was thinking about you today. I was literally thinking.
What was you doing?
Just thinking, we didn't see him before we left. Yeah, I was literally thinking that a couple of hours ago. But we'll definitely have to jump on a Zoom, Sandera and Tony, whoever that is, one of you.
Well, it's probably Sandera.
Probably Sandera on a phone. Yeah. But we'll definitely have to jump on a Zoom and have a catch up, and we'll let you know when we're back. But yeah, we're definitely gutted we didn't catch up.
And you're more than welcome to come and visit us.
Oh, for sure, definitely. You have a free accommodation here, no problem. You know that almost Europe. Yeah, there's a lot of websites that deliver to Portugal. Everywhere. Leroy Merlin.
Amazon is actually. I've been using the Spain one, the Spanish one.
Yeah, and I've heard Vivor works as well for here. Home Depot, Lowe's is Leroy Merlin. AKI is the store. Thank you very much. We'll write these down at the end. And FNAC. That's where I bought the Starlink from. Again in the forum in Coimbra. Small shops have the cheapest prices. Online or small shops have the cheapest prices.
Yeah.
Hello, a new YouTuber today. Welcome. Hey, Nuno, how's it going?
We do buy things offline because it often is cheaper, especially like Amazon and stuff. But it is nice.
Some stuff we just need it like.
Try and buy stuff locally. Sometimes it's nice too. Hey. Yeah.
We went car shopping. We still haven't figured out a car situation. We are in a rental, which is not super cheap, but not super expensive. But we've got the VW Caddy, which is a 7-seater, and we've decided it's not big enough for us. It's too small. We're planning on doing road trips and stuff like that. So that I wanted to go as small as possible or as cheap as possible. Usually the smaller cheaper, but it's not going to work. We have to get something bigger. So we went to Viseu.
Came to a realization.
We went to Viseu today, which looks like a fantastic little place to explore as well. We just zipped through and went
Lots of big boulders.
Yeah, massive boulders there. Oh, that's crazy.
Something that we really noticed.
Yeah, we went to what was that store we went to?
What store?
It was like an outlet mall, wasn't it?
Continental.
Yeah, there was a Continente outlet. There was a Continente.
You mean the store that sold?
It was like Mega something, the car dealership.
This one.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that one. That's where we went today, and we looked at. They had one vehicle. They had a Mercedes Vito, which
size-wise is big enough.
Size-wise is perfect, and it's like really nice.
That's what we're looking for, size-wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we neither of us are car people, so we don't really care about brand or model or make like
I've never cared
the
about
name of
vehicles.
the car. We don't care about the name of the car.
It does look really nice. It's like
it does look like a fancier people
it's all leather and all that stuff, but it's just, and the one we looked at had 100,000 kilometers, but it was 60,000 euros. And one of the things we were looking forward to being here is not having payments. Like we just don't want to have, we just want to get out of that way of North America. Everyone is just on, money comes in, you make loads of money, all gone. You have no money. Most people, I'd say probably 95% of people are not.
Well, a lot of people all over live the rat race lifestyle, but specifically in America and places like that where it's pushed, right?
You're always
They're
trying
pushed
to keep
have
up.
Better credit.
Credit is really, get credit. Get
credit cards.
Yeah, to get a good credit score, to get more.
On credit.
Yeah, it's just like a thing you get into. But we were looking, one of the big reasons we came here was to get out of that, just dip out of that completely. So we don't really want to, do finance or anything like that. We don't really want to chuck that much money into a vehicle, and we don't really care about vehicles, even though that Mercedes is probably the nicest looking thing we've looked at in it. And it's all nice and comfy inside.
For me, it's more about the comfort. Like, obviously, I want me and the children to be comfortable when we're driving around. I don't want to hear them saying, "Stop touching me, you're in my area. She's touching me." Does that sound like something?
Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Thank you very much, Michael.
So if anyone knows of any vehicles along the lines of that size for more of a reasonable price. Another thing is that Brett is debating is that what's the brand? Mercedes hold their value as well, like for resale and stuff like that.
They last a lot longer, but I just don't want to spend that much money.
So if anyone knows of any vehicle like that, has some suggestions, that would be wonderful.
Marco's message was retracted.
Oh dear.
What happened?
Best tip: use quanto custa.
Why is it retracted?
As it lists the item you want and which shop has the cheapest. That's a great little tip there. Thank you very much. We'll definitely do that. This shoe was considered for several times the best place to live in Portugal. Retail park as a store you went. Yeah, we haven't done much exploring. We've been to a few different cities now, haven't we? Porto, Coimbra, but it's always just been like for a reason and then out. So
we haven't really done much touristy stuff really yet, have we?
No.
We've just kind of been adjusting to this whole new
getting set up, getting the fridge, getting all these things like so we can relax a bit, settle in, internet, getting all that stuff. Yeah, it's been a bit stressful, but we're really looking forward to Max Matt is another store similar to Home Depot, Lowe's. Perfect. Thank you very much. In Embraso, Toga de Matosinhos. Sorry if I'm butchering that. Vorton belongs to Continente. If you see mosquito,
it's just a fly.
Just a fly.
It's a moth, Dad.
No, it's just.
Vorton belongs to Continente. If you see a Continente inside, you will find the Vorton store. Everything electronic you will find there. Yeah, we did. We went to the one in Olivia Hospital, didn't we? And we got our. What did we get there? Some plugs.
Callum.
Callum is here. How's it going?
I can see all the. If you realised, I've got my glasses on, so I can see all the comments today.
We're very excited to get you guys here.
Very excited.
And that's just threw me off. Thanks, Callum. What was he saying? Oh, car shopping.
Yes, it was car shopping.
So we haven't decided.
We've even asked our brother-in-law to advise us, but he just said, "Whatever you want, mate. Do whatever you want, mate. You can do whatever you want." Well, Brett was actually basically saying, "Tell me what to do."
Yeah, I'm gonna let
ChatGPT.
I'm gonna plug all the numbers in, everything into ChatGPT, and let AI tell me what to do. That's what I usually do now. Wait, let me send a link. I'll send on Insta. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. So anyone's got any suggestions for any? We want the Mercedes that size. We need 8. We want 7 to 9 seats.
Good night. Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Goodbye.
we need 7 seats with a ton of space, or 9 seats. So probably that sort of Mercedes Vito size. We don't want anything smaller than that, do we?
Huh?
But we want the cheapest for the best quality.
Size of what? Sorry.
The Mercedes Vito.
Yeah.
Yeah. We want that size. It has to be a van.
The one that we looked at today, you said was a longer base. Like it doesn't have to be a massive, because Brett's said we can just put stuff on the roof, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to have a massive boot on it. It just is more about the seats and the comfortable.
Yeah.
And the amount of seats. Like I want to be able to have at least 8-9 seats. So.
Is there big second-hand cars with guarantee, but there are not loads of it, 7 or 9 seats. No, there's not many. They had about 5 or 6 of the Mercedes vans.
They had a lot of ones of. Can you you're really distracting me. Sorry, darling. Just sit back.
Well, I can't read.
Well, maybe you should put your glasses on too.
Them.
No.
Mattress Auto is big second-hand cars with guarantee. They did have an 18-month guarantee on the car, which was pretty nice.
Sorry, I was.
Go ahead. Sorry,
or I'll distract you.
I'm buttoning
in. They had a lot of 7-seat cars. Like they had a lot of that brand car that we got in the first one, where you were sat like this. What's that car called?
Dacia Jogger.
They had a lot of cars like that. They had some 7-seater Peugeot ones, weren't they? That's what she took us to, didn't she? And as soon as we walked over, we was like, no.
Yeah. No, it's got. We need a van for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Renault Traffic, the Citroën SpaceTourer or
There's
something.
a Ford one.
Ford Transit Custom is what we had. The first rental we had was a Ford Transit Custom, and that was quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
We need something like that, but we don't want to spend I just don't want to spend $60,000.
Why is everyone leaving? 2 people just left.
It's because
they come and go.
Because you just did that. They start leaving when you do.
No, when he got the guns out.
I'll get into the fire, guys. So we had a fire. This is what the thumbnail is going to be: a fire trying to suck everyone in. But
what?
We had I was doing my work the other day, and I got an email. This is a whole long story, but it was majorly stressful. I was doing my work and fired up my email, and I got an email saying all of your Google ads have been shut down. So for anyone who doesn't know, I have a service company, and we need Google. We need 30 calls a day coming in with work every single day. And I got an ad saying your Google ads have been shut down. And so I'm panicked. That means there's no calls coming in. That's a big problem if that happens. And then that happened. And then almost a minute or two later, I get a message from my website guy who said website's down. So then I click on the website and the whole website is gone. No website. So I've got no traffic coming from Google, no calls coming from Google, no calls coming from the website. Whole website's gone down. So that was a major panic. And then within 1 or 2 minutes, and so this is the worst
Brett
possible.
Running on high stress, he's already
nearly in tears. This is very, very bad when you're in Portugal and this is happening to the company that's in another country. So I was majorly stressed within that 2 minutes. And then all of a sudden, fire. The kids are screaming downstairs because there's a fire.
Yeah.
So then go downstairs. The breaker next to, I think it goes to the solar heater on the roof.
Is what we think.
Immersion heater.
After doing lots of investigating.
But anyway, the fuse had just set on fire. So the breaker was on fire. So
which is right next to the boiler.
Yeah.
With the gas and stuff.
Yeah. So shut that off, shut the breaker off, and then we got the fire under control, stopped. But the whole thing was smoky. Everyone was going, "Oh, it just smells disgusting."
Because it does. It's a fire. Of course, it stinks. It's like melted plastic and stuff.
But we got it under control, and then we were trying to figure out. All the while, I'm thinking Google ads are down, no ads coming in, internet sites down. Oh my God, fire! Turn the breaker off. Then we're trying to figure out what the breaker goes to because we have no idea. So we're going around testing, turning everything on. We didn't know. We knew there was a solar thing on the roof, but I didn't know. We don't have them in Canada. Or we have solar, but we don't have things up on the roof. I didn't really know what the breaker was. I couldn't figure out what it was. But then it started to trip. The whole kitchen.
The whole house. Look,
the whole house. Yeah, the whole
it
house
was
was going
tripping
off.
the whole house.
So then I couldn't find the breaker panel. I was looking everywhere in the base, under in the crawl space, and behind everywhere. It was by the front door, but then we couldn't get the power on. So then the internet's down. I've got no Google Ads. We've got no power. We've got no internet.
All of our phones are on red.
Like, all of our phones are like dying. Yeah. It was just an absolute freaking nightmare, wasn't it? And then
probably for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He was freaking hard.
Yeah. So then
he was going mental.
We figured out that when you had the line going to the breaker from the panel going to the breaker in the kitchen that went to the heater. Once you had that off and you had the kitchen off, the rest of the power could be on. So we got the power on. I got to talking to the website guy. He was dealing with the website guy, which turned out to be an issue with our website. We've grown it, the website, so many pages that we needed more storage, and we just hadn't replied to the emails that were saying you need to upgrade the storage. So they just shut the website down. So that was a quick, easy fix after we figured that out. The Google ads turned out to be some sort of scam thing. When I had a minute to actually look at it, stop panicking, it was just like a scam thing. So that dealt with. And then the breaker, this is the weirdest thing ever. The breaker,
our landlord got it fixed right away.
Yeah, landlord was fantastic.
Our landlord dealt with it straight away. They sent someone to come and replace the breaker.
Yeah, that evening. So we had all the power on. We had the fridge. We had to plug it into a different outlet.
We had to move the fridge because Brett had turned all the power off to the kitchen. So nothing in the kitchen worked.
We moved everything over, and then we managed to get the power on. Everyone was calmed down. Panic was over. The electrician showed up and he pulled the breaker off, and it had water in the breaker, like all on the bottom. He was like, "Oh, it's got water in it," and I'm thinking, and the guy
he casually said it as well. He was like, "There's water in here,"
and I'm
just casually.
He doesn't speak any English. I can't speak
some English,
a little bit.
Yeah,
he spoke as much English as I speak Portuguese. So between us, we were not having really. It was. We were using our phones, like showing each other stuff and that. But there was water in the breaker, and I'm like, "How the hell did water get in the breaker? Unless someone has like poured water on top of the
because
box.
It was on a box.
It's enclosed in a box. There was no way that water would have got into this breaker, and unless someone had sprayed water on there, which did. Like I spoke to the kids, and I said no, it would be really hard to like spray enough water on top of this box it would get into the breaker, and then the wire coming out the top of the breaker box is exposed, so it's external. It goes up and then it goes outside. So I just thought, well, it must have, like, we had rain the other day. Maybe there's a leak on the roof. I'll keep an eye on it and see what happens. But maybe it's rained so hard that it's going into the conduit and somehow making it back down. That's what we put it down to. So he swapped it out.
Investigating. He was investigating for a while because the electrician was just so
like in and out, swapped the breaker out.
He wasn't fazed by there being water in there. He just switched it out. He was like, "There's water in there."
Yeah.
Switched it out, and that was it. He was on his way.
So he swapped the breaker out, and then he gave me another one. He said, "Oh, here, have this," and then off he went. And then the next day, we heard like crackling and stuff.
And I was like, "Brett, it's going to start a fire again."
Yeah.
And sure enough,
and there was water like all under the breaker, all on the side, like water coming out of there again. So we're like, what the hell? Like, because I'd already pulled all the conduit apart, made sure there was no way there was any water getting down there. It hadn't rained, nothing. So we're like, how the hell is water getting into this? Asked the kids again, did you spray water on it? No, there's no way. And there's no way they could have done that anyway.
Because they would have had to spray a lot of water. It was in a concealed box. The breaker was in a box contained. There's no way that anyone would have sprayed water. Like, you would have been spraying for a long time. Anyway,
so we put like paper towel above in the conduit everywhere. I pulled the whole box off the wall. I thought maybe someone had screwed into some plumbing. Like, I've been in construction for 20 years. Like, I can look around stuff and try and figure it out where water's coming from. That's what, as a plumber.
So you would hope you'd be able to.
Yeah, but there's water. The water is coming from the breaker itself, and it's still dripping now. So this breaker that's been installed had been outside, or I don't know. This thing is full of water. And to me, I'm like trying to think of another way, obviously,
but why
because
there would be water in there.
Why would anyone put a breaker in that had water in? And why did the first one have water in? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But there's no other possibility. There's no other possibility now. It's been days. It's still slowly dripping out.
It's been a real puzzler for Brett.
I'm just going to take the breaker out and put a new one in when I get a chance to go to now we've got a name for what was it? Where was it? Where did they say go? DIY store. I'll go to the DIY store and get a breaker anyway. But just the fact that the guy put the only thing I can think is that he put a breaker in the water. There's no other way.
I don't think he would have knowingly done it, but it's just baffling that he wasn't even phased the first time.
It can't have been like a new. And the other thing was the other breaker that I got that he gave me as a spare was like used. You could tell it was used. So I don't know what's happened, but anyway, if we turn it on, it's gonna. And we don't like it. I thought because we haven't rented since we were like kids. I thought having a rental and a landlord would be great because you can just message it anytime there's anything wrong.
We've only ever rented once, and it was like from a family friend. So
yeah, but I thought the idea of having a landlord would be great because you can just ring them anytime there's a problem. But now I'm like, I don't want to ring because I feel like we're
bugging them.
Yeah, even though there's stuff, but it's just tough.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're trying to deal with stuff like the toilet's running all the time, so we've got to do something with that. Dripping. The kitchen sink has been dripping from day one, which was a brand new kitchen faucet, so I feel bad about saying about that. So
especially being a plumber, you're like noticing things like that.
Yeah.
And I think as well, because we have come from where everything was like airtight and like done properly, brand new homes.
Yeah, but we do really appreciate like he got on stuff straight away, and they're just super nice people, really helpful. Like he messaged saying, you can go here. They've drawn maps for us and everything. So we don't want to bug them. I'm just gonna fix the stuff. But yeah, I couldn't believe there was a breaker that had all this water in, and it's still dripping. Like it's very slow drip, but it's still coming out. We've got like a half an inch in the bottom of one of those little coffee. Those little espresso cups you have that's come out of this breaker. I am a landlord and I have to fix those issues. Yeah, and the landlord would. I just hate to bug people. How are the kids adapting? That's one for you.
I just said bad.
Bad?
Why
bad?
He's probably only here because he's had his iPad taken away. That's maybe why he's adjusting bad. Because his iPad's been taken away.
Why was it taken away?
Because he's adjusting bad.
He's adjusting bad.
He's bad to the
He was being rude.
Oh, what?
Being a bit rude, weren't you, boy? So he's had his electronics taken away, but why is it? Why are you finding it hard to adjust, mate?
Because I miss the snow.
He don't miss the snow.
I do.
Talk baloney.
No.
We can send you back to your grandma's in the snow. What's it? How are the kids adapting? They're doing good. I mean, we've got things like we've got the fridge freezer, so now we can get some food because the thing is we're so used to different types of food and they're used to different types of food, just our routine and stuff.
Like they was used to being able to go to the fridge, go to the freezer,
and we would eat. We used to eat out a lot as well. We had.
All right, Brett.
Well, I'm just saying. Within 5 minutes of our house, we'd have
we did have a million different
options. We used to eat out a lot, which is something. It's not a good thing at all. It's bad. So we do need to adapt. But
that's with us being more central too, right? If we was closer to bigger cities, like they all have that stuff.
Yeah.
Like they have all that stuff that we was.
But I think it's good. Yeah. But I want to get away from that anyway. We always said we want to stop eating, spending as much money as we was out anyway.
We did say that.
So I think Central Portugal is a great place to start because we will learn the language a lot quicker, for sure.
Did he say it or did we say it? I think he said it.
We will get out of eating out as much. Hopefully, they say it takes so many days to form a habit. I'm trying to wean them off eating out, even though it's a lot cheaper here to eat out. Yeah. Okay, we should probably pay attention to some of these.
I have.
Oh yeah, you haven't said anything about them.
Bricomarché.
That was your job.
Bricomarché.
My job.
Guys, once we're done, we take all of the comments and stuff, and we throw them into ChatGPT and then get it in a breakdown. So all of these places you're recommending, we'll definitely check them out. Is humidity in the walls, but is strange. It's not humidity in the wall. It's the weirdest thing ever, and I would never like. I'm still like wrapping my head around.
I don't see.
I can't see the guy knowing that he had water in because he's an electrician.
Yeah.
So he can't know, but there's definitely it's coming from the breaker. There's no other way.
But why?
The whole breaker is pulled out of the box that it's mounted in, and the box is pulled off of the wall, and then the wires. I've pulled the conduit and the wires out, and there's no way water can be getting into this breaker. But they're still dripping out. Like I said, it's like
the thing is, I know you. So I would expect other people to be like this too. But I know that if you had been the electrician and gone to somebody's house and seen that there was water in it, you would have stayed with the homeowner to try and figure out where this. I would have
just assumed it was something to do with what, like us. If that had happened, I'd be like, well, where's the water coming from? If I didn't know there was water in the breaker, and I'd put the breaker in, I would have just thought, oh, the kids are like splat. There's young kids here, they're doing something. Like that's what I can see why, but it must have been changed out previously before we got here. If it was the same issue with that one, like he must have already done the breaker.
It was like the next day.
That's the question. Later. That's the question we need. That's the answer we need. Has that breaker been swapped out?
This is the answer we need.
Yes or no? If the breaker
we have to ask our landlord.
Well, we will.
They ain't gonna know.
No, but this is what I'm going to ask the breaker. That's what
What is your budget for the car?
Well,
my budget for the car is as much as we need to spend, but the least amount.
Can I say your budget?
Yeah.
He wants to be able to not have finance, so not have a payment, and not to spend any money. So if we can get a car
for free,
where he doesn't have to have a payment and he doesn't have to spend a lump sum. That's his budget. That's what he wants to spend. So
no, I just, for me, spending 60,000. Like if I was going to get payments, then it's not like it's a lot easier, isn't it? Because you're just paying a monthly thing.
Yeah, but
which is what we've always done. We've always just had new cars every few years. We've got a new car, and we just paid the payment. And the payment was just like you always had a payment. It was just normal, you know. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want payments. So now I've got to pay up front. And for me, a vehicle is, although it's something we use every day, I'm not interested in vehicles. I've got no interest in.
Yeah, neither of us, really.
But we do need to do it. But it's just not something I want to spend like.
The thing is, though, whenever it doesn't matter if it's 30 or 60, it doesn't matter which end of it is. If we're spending it lump sum, it's going to feel like a lot because it is a lot of money. Yeah. Whether it's 30 or 60, it's still a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, 60 is double 30, but
double.
It's still going to be a lot of money to spend up front, isn't it? In one payment.
Yeah.
It is a lot of money to just hand over for a car.
Yeah. Well, we have a week.
That's why it feels easier to do payments because it's just a little bit each time. But you still are.
But I'm not going to do. I don't want to do into payments. And one reason that you do payments in Canada as well is because we're on the credit score system works different here. As far as my research, because I looked into, you know, would it be a good idea to get finance here to improve my credit score? Because in Canada, you have to have credit to build your credit score that then allows you to get more credit. It's like a completely messed up, weird system where you're encouraged to get more credit so you can get more credit. And everyone's on this thing where, oh, what's your credit score? 700, 800. Like everyone's trying to get a really good credit score. The way you get a credit score is by getting credit.
And I didn't really care about the credit score, but you should care about it in North America.
Well, getting mortgages and stuff like that, like you need credit. So, so I looked into, should we get finance here on a car to build our credit? But apparently ChatGPT says, no, it doesn't work like that here. Apparently here, and you guys can let us know, here at work, it's good to have like a credit card because then the bank can see your history and it can see that you're always paying stuff off, which is how it should be. And it goes on your available income and your savings and stuff like that. But having that history is important. So we'll likely try and get a credit card when we have residency.
That's what you said, the requirements and stuff.
And just to show a history, but in Canada, it's completely messed up and weird where you're encouraged to get credit, to get more credit.
And then it just ends up people being in a vicious cycle of debt.
People make
their credit score is terrible because they're in so much debt. Their outgoing
it's great. Your credit's really good because you're getting loads of credit until you get to a point where you can't afford it. You lose your job.
Yeah.
You get
something bad happens where you have to use your credit card as an emergency,
and then your credit's completely wrecked, and then you're building it up,
trying to
just
get
a backward way of doing stuff.
Yeah, it's hard.
Okay, let me just go back and see what's going on.
And that's why we don't want to get credits and debts and loans and things like that.
Can I ask?
You can ask whatever you want, mate.
What?
I can't see.
I'll see you got the next Cristiano there. How's everything going? Cristiano. We've got to, I spoke to the local person, so I asked my landlord, how do we get, because I'd sent emails and stuff to the soccer thing.
And you haven't heard anything back.
I haven't heard anything back, but apparently email's not a thing, really. I've read that as well.
Yeah.
That emails like WhatsApp is a better way to communicate. So I
A
spoke
lot
to
of
landlord.
people
I
use
said,
WhatsApp.
who should I talk to about getting him into the soccer team? He told me to go down and speak to the son of someone who owns a cafe in the town we're in. So I caught him on a walk. We were on a walk the other day and I saw him. So I stopped him and he said, go and talk to the guy who owns the barbers because he is the president of the football team. So now
he said, just go down to where they practice.
Someone said, I'm just going to take him down on a Sunday to practice. But he's a little bit worried because he can't speak the language. But you know, it's the best way, and there's going to be a bunch of English kids there as well.
I'm not.
He is.
I won't get out of the car.
He will.
And as Brett likes to say, football is a universal language.
Football is a universal language. You're going to make friends so quick.
I don't want to right now.
This is the nervousness.
This is the nervous. So in one of these, and either in the next live or the live after, we'll be telling you about how Levi's got some new friends and he's having fun at football. Sorry. Usually they're located next to it in the Marshall Supermarket. Don't you want to rent with me? Maybe.
Don't you want to what?
Rent with me.
Rent what with you?
Maybe he's got a house. We're not looking to. We don't know if we want to stay in this area forever.
Rent a house or a car?
Rent a house, I think it's talking about. Create a group of friends and eat at their places. Yeah, that would be good.
Well, we already have one friend at the local steak place. And,
yeah.
They're our friends.
We do. People are so friendly where we are, even though we can't communicate with them.
Yeah.
Like it's all smiles and like trying to like. I can't wait until we can actually converse with people
properly. Have a proper conversation.
Yeah, like ask them how they are and all that. Yeah.
And understand what they're saying and stuff. Because a lot of the time we're like smiling and nervously like getting our phone out to try and we're using the Google Translate a lot actually.
Yeah.
So that's a fantastic app. We're using that a lot.
We're going to like there's a couple of restaurants that we like, so we go in there and we're able to ask for what we want and stuff. So we are getting it. But as soon as it goes off the norm of what we're used to, and they say something else, it's like,
What's it like?
But that's how it feels.
Even the older generation, when we pass them our phone with showing them what we're like, what we want, or what we're trying to say to them, or giving it to them so they can actually talk to us, they're more than happy to type it. They kind of like smile and then they type it. But everyone's super friendly and like being patient with us because obviously we just arrived 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I do tell people that. I'm like,
we're trying. We know we should know already, but
yeah, it's because I don't want to be one of those foreigners that doesn't learn the language. But we went into the laundrette yesterday in Arganil, and the guy was like trying to tell us and he just kept telling us over and over for like 10 minutes, didn't he? He was like trying to communicate, and we were like, even though we eventually I got Google Translate out, and I said, I'm really sorry, we are trying to learn. And he was like shook my hand and everything. So they're just really nice, really patient, really nice. Until they get in a car, and then for some reason,
nothing's wrong with in a car. I've been doing a lot of the driving. The driving's fine.
Driving's wild, man.
The driving is fine.
Driving's wild.
There's nothing wrong with the driving.
I confess that I'm not understanding what you mean. The breaker. Oh, sorry. The breaker is like the fuse, electric breaker. Fusible no cuadro. Circuit interrupter. That's why Stephen's not your guy.
Stephen is the guy that Brett is asking for advice, but he's just not advising him. He just said whatever you want.
Wait, can I talk?
Yeah, of course you can talk, Levi. Why are you
Information?
saying it like that? Why are you saying it like that? No, you may not talk.
David, I guess the water is flowing on.
You just have to speak
David said, I
over it.
guess the water is flowing on the surface of the wire and getting into the breaker. There is no way the electrician would replace it with a breaker filled with water. That's what you'd think, but it's not. The water is coming from the breaker, 1,000,000%, and it's the weirdest.
He's convinced. He's been doing a
No,
lot
it
of
is.
investigating.
There's no like. That's where it's coming from. The breaker was either submerged in water or been left in the rain, and even left in the rain, like. For a breaker to get that full of water that it's taken
It's
like
still
3 or 4
dripping.
days,
It
it's
is
a very
still
slow
dripping.
drip, like a drip every half an hour or something. But there's like 1/4 of an inch of water in the bottom of an espresso cup, slowly dripping out. So there's water like deep in there. Like these things have been submerged in water. I don't know.
It's not clean water either. It's like an orangey.
Yeah, that's the rust.
Yeah, I
that's
know, but
that's
I'm
coming
saying-
from the breaker though.
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm
It's-
just
it's
saying,
weird.
like it's not clear
I
water.
couldn't
Brett.
believe it.
Just made me look like a fool saying that it's from the rust. I know it's the rust. I'm saying that it's not clean water. Like it's like water has been in there, rusting and corroding the metal. Do you understand what I'm
So you
saying?
have a water leak on pipes. It's nothing like that.
I meant it's not fresh water, Brett,
I will
just
put-
going through.
I will put a picture I will post a picture of how I have this thing set up, so I know 100% it's not coming from anywhere but the breaker. I'll post it on YouTube after, just so you can all see. Credit score does not exist in Portugal. It all depends on your monthly income and what the percentage of what is your monthly payment. Yeah, so that's great. That's why we want to not get into that having all these outgoings. You know, even rent. Like the reason we're renting is because we're not 100% sure exactly where we want to be.
And
even
you
though
had
it's
to
a
have
lovely
somewhere. You
area.
had to have accommodation. That was a requirement
Yeah.
for the visa that we
Yeah.
applied for. You had to have accommodation. So
Yeah.
obviously, we're not just going to buy somewhere outright.
Yeah, because we don't
needed-
know.
Yeah, we have no idea. This was our first time coming to Portugal. So
Yeah.
obviously, we needed to have somewhere to come for the visa. So we rented.
But we do want to just buy a
Central.
house and not have any payment there as well. That's the plan for us. Just pop up at practice and speak to the coach. That's what I've done with my 2 kids. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I think water is coming from somewhere and is flowing slowly on the surface of the wire, seeping into the breaker. It's not 1,000,000%. This is Portugal. Clubs are more. That's what you would think, though. Like I checked everything.
Doesn't
literally.
matter what you guys
So-
say. He's convinced it's coming from
This is
within
Portugal.
It.
Clubs are more than used to have foreign players. It will be easy for you, your son. Trust me. Try to find.
There's
See,
nothing to be worried
there's going to
about.
be other kids. It'll be
No.
nice for you to meet some English kids as well.
Soccer is a universal language.
Yeah,
Football
it's like a-
is universal language.
Try to find which
Trying to get your guns
rent a
out.
car has the
I'm
one in
not.
front and
I'm
talk with
trying to
them.
stretch.
My father told me to never
I'm
get
trying
credit
to
for
get my
anything
guns out,
unless you're buying a
actually.
home and you already have the money to pay. Anything else is a mistake. That's great.
Advice.
Great
Brilliant
advice, Duralex. Great advice. And
We was never given that advice, I don't think.
not in Canada.
Because
So
we was in England where you had to have good credit too.
Yeah. It's a much better way of doing things here.
Yeah. England.
A
you
lot
had-
less people getting screwed over, and then you can be a bit more chilled out and relax a bit if you haven't got all these payments that you've got to keep grinding and working away for. Like it's completely upside down. I love how it is here.
Sophie Summers, absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not.
If you're fixing the house, I want you as my tenant.
What's she laughing at?
I told the guy we'll be the best. I said
What's
we'll look
Sophie
after this
laughing
house
at?
like it's our
Why
own,
does-
because I know, like, I would worry if I was getting tenants in.
You would worry about what?
Well, you just that they could completely wreck the place. Like you just don't know who you're
Oh,
getting
for
in,
sure.
do you?
And they have said that they've done. They have quite a few properties, and they've said that they've done like Airbnb and like holiday renting and stuff.
Okay.
And they said
see
that
why.
people have damaged properties that they've got and stuff.
Yeah, like
So
we're
they
not,
just want long term now.
yeah.
No.
But
we're
we
not
just
we're not
feel
going to
like-
spend a bunch of money and do spend a
Oh,
ton of money,
see
but
that.
we'll definitely look after the place and keep everything like we like everything being spotless and clean and stuff
Is it?
anyway. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely look
That's
after this house. He has nothing to worry about there. And if we, I don't know.
Brett is more worried that that we would take good care of
Look
the
at
home
this.
than anything.
Callum will play footy.
Abomination.
Does the van need to be automatic? Can you both drive manual transmission? Yeah. It's manual in England, so we learned how to drive manual and then automatic in Canada. So, but I drove a manual in Canada as well for a few years because one of the vans there.
Okay, so
It's mainly automatic in Canada, but we can both drive manual.
Sophie Summers.
No, the spare breaker doesn't, because I actually put it in the same position in a cup next to it just to see,
Sure.
and it didn't. So
It's definitely
I don't want to replace it with that one because it's old. So I've just turned the circuit off, and then I'm going to go to Leroy. Was it Leroy? I'm going to go to Leroy's place and buy a breaker and just put a brand new one in there. That's we just haven't been. I haven't been out.
Used one.
Huh?
So you're also convinced that they gave a used one, not only a wet one,
yeah,
but a used one.
The spare one he gave me is a used one, so I don't want to put that in either. It's not a huge problem. It's just the breaker. We've turned the circuit off, and then once I have a chance to go and grab a breaker, I'll put it back on, and we can put the fridge back where it's supposed to be.
Are.
In my daughter's school, there are 330 foreign students. Is that in the city, Hugo, or is that in
Central?
Central?
Is that more of a...
Or in the sticks? Well, I've lived on the west coast of Portugal, the islands, the most humidity houses, and never even seen water inside the breaker. Got to be a leak. It's not a leak.
Keep on saying it, but he's gonna just
Trust me, it's not a leak. The breaker's been submerged in water or something. It's an old breaker that's been sitting somewhere outside on a job site. It's been rained on or something. It's not. They're not new breakers.
You think someone's out to get him?
And I 100%. There's no way that water would get into the breaker.
Only time will tell. We'll put a brand new one in from the shop.
It won't tell.
Time will
It's
tell.
100%. I've never been more
Time
sure.
will tell. He's never been.
If you have moved to the Algarve instead of Central Portugal, there is a huge British community living in the Algarve, but the rent would be outrageous. I don't want to live.
We don't know. We don't want to say that because we've never even been there. So we don't know. We don't know if we want to live down in the Algarve. We don't want to write anything off.
No.
Do we?
We haven't decided yet.
We literally just went to the seaside the other day and was like, that's it. We're coming here. This is where we need to be.
Yeah, but the reason we moved to Central Portugal is because
we want to travel around and find out where we want to live.
Yeah.
So we don't want to just say we don't want to live in the Algarve.
No.
Because we don't know.
But having a ton of English people is not a draw.
No.
I mean, there's a place in Arganil where we've been going called Kiko's.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you go in there and it's just English. Like everyone speaks English.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going in there to get a haircut.
And we visited a farmer's market this weekend.
Yeah, the farmer's market in Kojak. So there's lots of English people around here.
Yeah.
You just have to go to places where they hang about. But we're not really interested in that anyway, are we? Really? Detective
We want to talk to the Portuguese people more than we want to speak to the English people.
Yeah.
Just because we want to learn the language. So we are amazed at some of
I
the
don't want to
people
get into a group where I'm not speaking
no,
Portuguese,
where you're not integrating into the culture.
That's what I don't want to do. I can do that once I've learned the language.
Mm-hmm.
He just skimmed over.
We went to
I think
Continente in Arganil today, and there was a Polish fella who was the cashier, and he sounded more British than I did when he put his British accent on, didn't he? Like
because I actually asked him where are you from?
He'd lived in England for
because his English
sounded like
literally
years.
had an accent.
Yeah.
He literally had an English accent when he spoke English.
Yeah,
it was odd.
Yeah,
and a lot of them that have tried to communicate in English with us have spoke very well, and we're like, your English is really
they're
good.
like, oh, my English is bad, and we're like, man, it's better than
really
mine.
Good. So I think a lot of them are a bit more timid too to try and. They're more worried that they might mess something up. But...
Any car or van that you buy will need an annual inspection. Also, the displacement and emissions will have a direct impact the annual licenses fee. That's good to know. We don't want to get a super old vehicle. We do want to get a relatively new one, but not a new one because, again, I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, okay, I love you.
I don't want to spend the money for a new one. Too tight. Innovator. Next time you went to Coimbra, go to a small town.
Oh, I'm on 2 chairs now.
Go to the small town Tentugal. Tentugal? That's not how you say it. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. I know that's not how you say it.
Move over now. He's gone to eat cake.
In my opinion, a middle-sized city would be the best choice for you. Yeah, I don't. What's a middle-sized city? What would you consider that in Central Portugal? Like Viseu? I like. I nearly said where we are. I like the little town. I like the little village we're in. It has everything. literally everything. Like, but it's a tiny little village, and we already know, like, we already see the same people all the time. Everyone's very friendly.
We spoke to some people as well that had been living in the Algarve for quite a few years.
Yeah.
One of them, I think, said 3 years. The other said 5 years. They've been living there. And then they've moved to central Portugal because it's a lot cheaper. They was able to buy some land and a calf and stuff.
Yeah.
And they said that they miss the Algarve and they wish they could still be there. But the price is just too much for what they want to spend and stuff. So the lifestyle.
But I've looked at
the lifestyle they want to create is a lot
more
more reasonable here. So
there are a lot of properties there that I've looked at because we want to buy a wreck and do it up. So there's still a lot of property in the Algarve, and you know, within an hour of the coast that are reasonable. So we definitely will look there. But I do like central Portugal as well. I think I like it. I think it's a slower pace. The fact that it's a lot cheaper as well is obviously a huge thing. There's lots of like massive manors here. I want to buy a big wrecked manor and just do it up. And
every time we drive
video
past one, Brett's like, that one, look at that one, look at that one. You love them, don't you, Brett?
Yeah, the van you rent one day, dependent on the company, you'll be able for sale. I suppose it will happen in less than a year. So yeah, I'm going to ask the rental company if they have anything as well. That's a good idea. Tabua is a cool town, and I love Santa. We just went there today actually. Tabua, I drove through it. I love Santa Comba Dow as well. First, you have to think about your older children. Will they go to a Portuguese university? If so, would be easier to choose one with English lessons only in big cities. I mean, if we're here, we'll probably, if we end up wanting to stay here, we'll be as close to Coimbra as we can, because I know they have some good universities there. You can find a decent fixture upper in my area for under 100k. There's tons of properties we've looked at. There's tons of properties. One thing you might be able to tell us is there's so many properties around us that are not listed. They're obviously abandoned and not being used. Like, is there any way to find out who the owners of these places are? Or is it
people say you have to talk to the people in the cats.
You need to learn the language. But is there any way to any directory where you can find an address and the owners or previous owners or something? Or do you just have to go into all the bars, all the little cafes and bars and ask people? Because there's so many beautiful, huge properties that have just been left, and I'm like, man, I'd love to do one of those. But there's so many houses that are under 100k. We're not necessarily looking for that. I think we want something nice, like a big project, don't we? For YouTube, I'd love to do something on YouTube.
Not just for YouTube, for our house, to live in.
For a house, but for YouTube, you see the YouTube channels where they do big manors or
you
castles.
mean you don't want to buy just a little rinky-dink?
No, I don't just want to do a rinky-dink house. I want a big project with land, big house. Bring it something that has history, and we can find out all about the history of the house and the people who lived there before, and then turn it good again. No privacy laws are strict, but everyone usually knows everyone. So I mean, we just have to. I mean, they already know who we are. We've been in the shops, and they're saying, "Oh, you live here, and I saw your kids here," and it's
I think people have spoke about us for sure.
Yeah, we definitely stand out, I think. No privacy laws strict, The best of the Algarve is the weather. Lots of sunny days, more than 300, and a mild winter. Where you live is going to be cold, but not as cold as Canada, of course. One question we do have. Well, we've gone completely off our thing, haven't we?
You've gone way down as well. There's loads of comments and stuff at the top.
Oh, is there?
No, go down. You're going way.
Do you want to control the
far.
comments? Go to Oscar for a handyman.
Go up.
Have you eat real Portuguese food? The best restaurants are the ones you wouldn't expect from the outside. Restaurants, we have eaten at a few restaurants. Just in the local, we've been to a few restaurants, haven't we? We've eaten out a lot. Haven't we? Yeah.
Yes, we have. Sorry. Yes. Yes.
And they're little restaurants. They're not chains or anything like that. So we have gone to the Forum, and it had food there a couple of times, but most of them are little tiny restaurants. We haven't had much traditional food. I've tried every time I go in there and try to have something that I haven't had before.
The only thing that we've had, but it wasn't really because it was IKEA, was the famous sandwich with the red sauce poured all over it, the cheese and the ham.
Yeah,
meat.
with the meat in.
But that was IKEA.
It was from IKEA, so it wasn't.
We don't know if IKEA is just
we
not the place
know.
to have it. Or...
We know IKEA is not the place to have it. I went to IKEA and I thought, oh yeah, I've wanted to try that. I've seen it on YouTube a bunch.
Yeah,
but, we definitely want to go.
That's
I think it's
it.
Porto.
That's the dish.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and say it because I butchered it last time. But I think we have to go to Porto. Let us know where's the best place.
We have to go to a city to have it for sure.
I think that's native to Porto. Yeah,
cool.
But let us know the best place to have that because I really want to try it.
Mm. Yes.
Yeah. It's a place. You guys should look in Aveiro as the best area for many beaches, forests, and land for sale. Yeah, we've looked. We have looked. Spent a lot of time looking around the area. It looks beautiful. There's also like a big expat community there as well. Not a huge draw for us, but something we have looked at.
I think for anything, the reason why I would be drawn to it is for the children's sake, not for myself.
Yeah, schools,
but for the children,
stuff like that.
For sure. Like for them to be able to have people that they feel.
We have tried Portuguese food. We have tried lots of Portuguese food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we've tried like traditional dishes, really. Like I haven't been into a restaurant and said, okay, what's the most Portuguese thing in here?
Because you couldn't say that anyway.
But I mean, I've had what's that? There's a meat place here, and we've had a few different dishes from there. It's really nice, but it's just like meat with spices and chicken, rice and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's very Portuguese, but we are trying. We have thousands not tens of houses, farmer stone houses that are abandoned all around Portugal. If I had the money, my dream is to recover some. Yeah. That's exactly what we want to do. We just need to know. It's all about finding the place for the kids.
The perfect place.
Yeah,
for
we need to find.
Really.
We need to find
the perfect place for us.
Yeah.
As a family, for them, for social.
And then we'll find one of those. We'll find one of those manors. And so, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you haven't liked the video, throw up a like, subscribe to the channel, and watch us eventually buy a big old manor and do it up. That'll be next year, though.
We don't know.
Oh, but we have. Okay, let's move on. We've got some points to go over. AIMA. Everyone went nuts and said, it could be years. You can't. Once you're there, you can't leave. And there's all these. You go on Reddit. It's like the most negative place ever.
I told you before. Reddit is where a lot of negative people like to congregate and be negative. Okay.
Yeah.
Already told you this. You have to take it with a grain of salt. Yes, you can find information there.
Yeah.
But it's also a lot of people like to whine.
But
people like to whine on the internet, if you haven't noticed.
If you follow, not on YouTube, they don't. They're great on YouTube. It's just Reddit.
I didn't say YouTube.
If you follow, if you've been following our channel, you've seen the whole journey of us and how we were surprised at how smooth it's actually been. Even like people say the bureaucracy and paperwork and all that's been a nightmare for us. We've actually
getting the visa to come here.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like,
oh my God.
You might book your flights and then you might not even get it in time. You might not have to make sure you can change your flights because you might not get your visa in time.
And we're a family of 7. Like most people aren't moving to Portugal with 7 people. And we had
a couple. Maybe they have 1 child.
Yeah.
Maybe they have 2.
But we had like super smooth process. We got here. We booked our AIMA. We didn't book it right away, did we?
No.
It was like a couple of weeks ago.
I booked it all, but you had said to me a couple of times, have you booked it yet? Have you booked it yet?
Have you done that yet?
Yeah. And I hadn't.
Was it a couple of weeks ago? It was no longer than a couple. We'd been here a week or so. We've only been here 3 weeks.
Yeah, probably like
maybe a week or 2 ago.
Probably a week.
We sent off to get the AIMA appointment. We have the appointment in a couple of weeks, like within the next couple of weeks.
We already received confirmation this week that our AIMA is in a couple of weeks. So we was advised, if you don't know already, if you haven't followed our story so far, we used Anchorless. They have been amazing with our whole process and with advising us how everything goes, and everything has been so smooth with them, with completing our paperwork, with our appointment, and the whole move, hasn't it? Anchorless. The link will be down below.
Link for Anchorless will be in the description.
But yeah, we have used Ankylos, and I message them all the time. I can message them, they message right back, and I message them asking, do we need to have an appointment for everybody, or do we just need to have an appointment for the main applicant? Because obviously Brett is the applicant, and then we're just underneath him like a little umbrella as his family. But they said, yeah, make appointments for everyone. So obviously I have to make 7 appointments. I made 7 appointments. We got an email confirmation this week that some of the appointments are like within a couple of weeks. They're upcoming in a couple of weeks. Other appointments are in March. So I don't know. When we went to our appointment in Vancouver, I asked Ankylos if we should make appointments for everyone. They said yes, but I actually reached out to the embassy in Vancouver, and she said, no, just make 2 appointments. And then luckily when we got there, they just fit us into 1 appointment. So I'm hoping our appointments that are upcoming in a couple of weeks
in Lisbon,
that all 7 of us can fit into 1 appointment.
We're hoping we just go there.
I've made 7 appointments.
Yeah. We're hoping we just go there and they say, yeah.
Because we're all under one umbrella.
And
even though they're in, sorry, even though we all need a visa, obviously everyone's visa.
We have
residency,
a visa.
Yeah. Visa residency. Everyone needs one.
It's all under
but
me.
We're under Brett. Yeah. So hopefully it will just be 1.
Yeah. Hopefully we go in there, they say, come in. But we've heard absolute people waiting for years, years for their AIMA. And we had a plan.
And that was a big stress for you as well, coming here.
Yeah.
Especially like with having your family in Canada, having your business and stuff in Canada still. That was a big concern, that we're coming here and people on Reddit, people on Facebook, that Facebook and YouTube that you have watched have said it was terrible getting that.
And then you can't leave.
It was terrible getting the appointment. It was terrible, the interview. Like the whole process was very negative for some people that put Brett in panic mode. He was like, what if we get there and we can't leave and we're stuck there for ages? I have this business. I have these family members in Canada. You have family in England. What if something happens and neither of us can leave and we're just stuck in Portugal? The kids were like, I don't want to be stuck. So everyone
we have tried to call them multiple times, but it says we're busy and call back. So
yeah, I have tried that.
Let me just go back here. We were talking about.
One second.
Let me just finish. Sorry.
You always get distracted with the comments.
Sorry.
So you've distracted me now. Luckily, we did it after a week or so of being here. We booked the appointments. They got back to us this week. We have some coming up in a couple of weeks here. Then we have some in March. We was surprised that we
no stress at all.
We were surprised we heard back so quickly. Our experience so far with everything to do with our Portuguese move, the whole process of coming from Canada.
It's way easier moving to Portugal than it is moving to Canada.
Yeah, everything has just been
let me just
fantastic. So I hope moving forward with the AIMA and everything was just a worry for nothing, I hope, because you was really worried about that, hey?
Hugo said, haven't tried Portuguese food. You really need Portuguese friends. We do need Portuguese friends. We're slowly getting there. We need to be able to talk to them first. Haven't tried Portuguese food. We have tried some. We've had someone else said cod here.
Yeah.
Bacalhau.
We've had a lot of cod.
Sorry. No, you're butting into me. No, you go.
I'm going to do it. You can talk. I'm not talking now. You talk.
We have had bacalhau, and it was like, she doesn't really like fish.
I like cod.
You like cod?
Yeah.
But she loved the bacalhau. We had it with like some creamy.
It was called
potato sauce. It was
called the Christmas dish. The Portuguese Christmas dish is what the person sold it to us as.
But we did.
So we tried it. And
we had it at a super high-end restaurant in Canada. So the owners, we did all the plumbing for their restaurants. They got a bunch of restaurants, but they're Portuguese and they do like this crazy. It's like we go there for special occasions because it's quite expensive, but it was really good,
especially for a family of 7.
Yeah, but the food there was amazing.
Came too, so it was a big meal.
Yeah.
But it was lovely. The bacalhau, how would you say it? Bacalhau was delicious. And we have had some different cod things here from the bakery and stuff, like little pastry cod things and different stuff.
Francesinha. Is that how I say that? Francesinha?
That's the sandwich.
Yeah, I've got to have some of that for sure. We're going to Porto soon as well, aren't we? To take our vehicle back, so we'll try and spend a couple of days there. You guys should look in Aveiro, or we've already done that one. Haven't tried Portuguese food? Yeah, we have. Porto, yeah. I watched a thing with Jamie Oliver. He did a episode in Porto, and he had it. Yeah. Over 100 recipes of fish. Yeah. Have you tried the roasted piglet? We haven't. That sounds great. Aww. I'll make sure to take a note of that, and can't wait to try some roasted piglet. Reddit and Twitter is something else. Yeah, I do keep my eye on Reddit because I'm in a few of the groups there, but it is like overwhelmingly negative. Like, yeah, you just sort of surround yourself with people who are just like you, and it just seems like the negative people love getting on there.
Is that, you just said that you like to go on there, and that's where negative people like to hang out. So are you?
No, but I have learned some stuff from listening to people, although like most of the time I'm like replying to people on YouTube, and everyone on YouTube
is positive.
Yeah, like we've had a few negative comments over the last like 5 months since we've been doing this, and even those people, like because I always like respond to people even if they're negative. I know you shouldn't, and even those conversations that have been negative have turned positive. So, man, we're going for a long time here, hun. Hola, amigos. Pardon, Paula. I'm not going to try to say it. That means, are you Portuguese? No, we're not Portuguese. We are English. We lived in England till I was 23, and then we moved to Canada with our 3 children. Then we lived there for 14 years. And then 2 weeks ago, we moved to Portugal. So we're not Portuguese yet. We have 5 children. We don't have any Portuguese children. Are they Portuguese if you have children here? Are they automatically
Portuguese children? Why are you saying it like that?
Well, we might have
we're trying to catch them all, like Pokemon.
Are you? Do you get automatic citizenship?
I think I have read
no.
Recently that because of like the permanent residency, like citizenship.
Yeah,
I think the citizenship stuff has changed it slightly. I might be wrong. I might have read something wrong, but I think that if a child was born here without Portuguese parents, then they don't automatically be a Portuguese citizen.
The goal is to be Portuguese at some point, but
we won't be having a child here just to become Portuguese.
No. Why don't you call them AIMA? We've done that.
Have you ever eaten Spanish tapas? We have.
The AIMA process isn't that bad.
We like food. If there's anything you get from this channel so far, is that we do like food. I like a lot of bad food, as you hear Brett whining, that I like bad food. I like to eat out and enjoy different kinds of foods and stuff. So if you have any advice or tips or suggestions of places we should go and try, that would be incredible.
If you'd like to see that on our channel, let us know. And what else would you like to see on our live stream?
I don't actually want to do that with you. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm going to put that. I'm going to put a pin right in that. Shut that down right away.
Hey, maybe that'll be a spin-off channel where I just go around on my own.
I want to go out and eat with you. I just don't want to be part of your channel where I'm trying to eat and enjoy my food and you've got a camera in my face, or where you're like making silly noises as you're eating, going, yeah. Like pretending that everything's really good.
There's not many foods.
I don't like that.
No.
I don't like watching someone doing like a review of something and they're pretending it's really good, and then you watch all their other videos and everything's so good. Like everything can't be good.
They can be like me, and I love most food. Like
but everything can't be good. I don't feel like I can trust you if you can't tell me stuff's bad.
There's not much,
stuff is bad.
There's not much I don't like, huh? Coffee is the only thing I don't like. Literally. What else don't I like to eat?
I can say lots of stuff you don't like to eat.
No, you can't.
Okay. You don't like tomatoes? You don't like cherry tomatoes?
I'll eat tomatoes.
You don't like cherry tomatoes?
I don't like cherry tomatoes. That's right.
You don't like salsicha?
I eat it. Considers. Why don't you call them? Oh man, I've got to get a hang of this. Oh, the other thing I'm doing is getting a software to do live streams as well, so they'll be a bit more structured. So if you're here thinking this is bad, come back next week and we'll have some professional software.
And I like how Sophie just skipped over the comment. I mean, Brett, you skipped over the one from my sister saying that Callum will be here soon to play soccer, and he sure will be.
Yeah.
Levi's super excited. He cannot wait. Hopefully he'll have his iPad and stuff back by then. Because
Christmas
he's
dish.
going to steal all your stuff, Callum.
Bacalhau con natas. Christmas dish. Francesinha.
Maybe that was it. Was that the Christmas dish?
Francesinha. He went to Cafe Santiago for Francesinha. I mean Jamie Oliver. Is that the best place to go for Francesinha? It's consistently good. That's my experience with them. Have you ever eaten Spanish?
We have.
Yeah, at the restaurant I was just speaking about, they do Portuguese and Spanish. Well, I think one's Portuguese and there's
They
two
have
partners.
different ones, yeah.
One's Spanish, one's Portuguese, and some of their restaurants are more Spanish, some are more Portuguese, but they're all amazing. Quick, tight, good sites for buying used cars. Thank you, Carlo. Appreciate that. Pisca. I spent a bunch of time on that. Pisca.
Is that car place, is it?
Yeah. Mono volume. Thank you very much. Not my Christmas dish. Never eat creamy codfish at my Christmas. Manual transmission will be cheaper than automatic to buy and fix. Yeah, we notice there's a lot more manual, so that's not a problem. I do like automatic. It is a lot easier.
Someone advised you though. They said to get a manual. Automatic, because they said the gearbox won't go. They said get an automatic. Surely
it's just
that's
easier,
what he said.
isn't it? It's just easier.
Is that not what he said?
Yeah, he said something like that. The Senora habla español. I need to use translate on that one. What's that? Seafood is great here too. What's that say, Han?
I have my glasses on, but I still can't really see that far.
Was a restaurant called Sabor? Yes, it was.
How do you know that? Was you there?
Eva. This might be the lady who is related to him in some way. Yeah, Sabor. There's a few different names they have for them. They have a. It's not a chain. It's not like a national chain. It's a. What do you call it? They've got like 6 or 7 restaurants now, I think.
What do you call it?
Sabor. But they had one in Sherwood Park, which is where we were from, which was a really good one. They had a few downtown Edmonton, St. Albert. They got one in Calgary now, I believe. So they're doing really well. There's really good food, though.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have lots of mushroom festivals. Can't wait. I love mushrooms. All sorts of mushrooms. Do you miss Portuguese?
It's quite fun how you can have mushrooms that taste like bacon and chicken and stuff too, right? Because remember that one time we went to a farmer's market and they sold us mushrooms that tasted literally like chicken?
Yeah, chicken mushrooms.
Yeah. They wasn't called chicken mushrooms. They wasn't called chicken mushrooms, but they literally tasted like chicken.
Yeah. Let me just check. Have we got anything else, guys? This has been going on a long time. New fridge freezer, AIMA appointment.
Parking culture.
Oh, yeah, parking culture. We wanted to mention
something that's different.
That we love.
Yeah. It doesn't bother us.
You just park where you want.
It doesn't bother us at all. We actually encourage it. Because now we can park wherever we want.
Yeah, it's
we notice that it's a different thing that we are used to coming from the UK and Canada to here, is that people literally park wherever they want.
You want to pull over on a roundabout and go for a coffee?
They literally did. Someone was pulled over on a roundabout. Someone was pulled over literally on a bend so their son could go to the toilet.
Yeah.
They literally just parked, literally on the bend.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's great. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah,
I can get used to it.
And even you said about you had mentioned it previously, like even on the high street and stuff, like people will stop to help people get at the groceries out, or they'll stop and they're not phased. Like someone could be behind them or nothing. They'll just stop.
Yeah, everyone's just to be a bit more patient here, which we love.
Yeah. But I was surprised that
we won't be stopping on any roundabouts. But it's nice having not being as strict, not having to worry about
because if you
parking tickets as much. Like there's people just parked on paths and sidewalks and just wherever they want, like all the time. It's nuts. If you're on the city, you'll be in trouble. Yeah, we're not.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
We're in the middle of nowhere. People do what they want here. I was shocked to see people stop wherever. to relieve themselves. Yeah, I've noticed that. A lot of men relieving themselves on the side of the road. I've noticed that a lot, which, you know, and no care for anyone seeing anything or just pulling over and just doing their business.
That was a fun thing. Well, I don't know if it was fun. It was kind of odd and very brave of the lady. But we went on a hike the other day and a lady was just out enjoying nature, butt naked.
In a no nude area.
Yeah, she was in a no nude area.
We went for a nice walk, a nice late morning walk.
Family walk.
And me and Levi peer over the wall and there's a lady looking up at us with no clothes on.
And it literally said on the sign, so they must have problems there with people trying to take their clothes off because it says no nudity, like a sign saying no nudity. So I don't know. There must be a problem with people getting nude there because they've had to put a sign.
Well,
up
it was
saying
a nice.
No nudity.
It was a really nice spot to get nude. It was a nice little waterfall area. There was a rock. The sun was just beaming down there. She just couldn't help herself. She just had to whip it all out.
Penelope was very upset because she wanted to go down to the river.
Yeah.
And we was like, maybe we'll not go down there today because
I can't believe
clothes on.
It's
not that there's anything wrong with her having it's up to her to have no clothes on, but I just didn't want to take everyone down there.
I was worried. I was like, no, it's just in the middle of nowhere. She's in the middle of nowhere.
A lady as well.
A lady, young lady, no clothes on.
Yeah.
Like you just, I don't know. Seems
It's
pretty
different.
dangerous to me.
That's different.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't get that in where we're like from Canada. People would be worried. People would be worried about someone coming and assaulting you or something, wouldn't they? Stop wherever to relieve themselves. Huh?
It's just different, hey?
Yeah. There's a lot of like with the Brits and that. There's a lot of hippie vibes, isn't there? Mm-hmm. It's a real hippie vibe. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of dreadlocks, a lot of crafts, a lot of art, a lot of
artsy fartsy,
that sort of thing. Yeah, which,
natural,
organic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a whole vibe here, but awesome, guys. I think we've gone over everything. Is there any other questions? Let us know. Any other suggestions? Drop them in the comments. We do go over every one, and we've had so much help from people in the comment section. We really appreciate it. I think we.
Okay, John.
Tim, my toy really had.
Okay.
Oh, we did have one more question. We're in a house here, a really old house, single glazed windows. A couple of the rooms at the back are getting cold already. We're wondering what is the cheapest way to heat like an individual room or a little area of the home. We have some fireplaces, which when it's not cold enough to get the fireplaces going yet. But is there what's the best? Is it oil? Is it electricity? What's the best way to heat a home? Because it's going to be getting cold here soon. It's already getting a bit fresh in the morning. Dehumidifiers as well. We're going to get a couple of dehumidifiers.
Sorry, 1 second. We have dangerous stairs and she's
drama going on, guys. But yeah, if you could let us know, the best way would be the fireplaces. Yeah, we didn't really want to get the fireplaces going yet, but we've got to order some wood, and it's only cold in the back because there's a open area underneath, so there's no insulation below, above. There's no insulation anywhere actually.
No insulation anywhere. No, there's not. Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, $400 electricity bill is not
just on here, darling,
not,
and then I'll come, okay? Just 1 second.
That wouldn't be wild to us.
I love you.
Utilities were really expensive in Canada, so
okay.
Blankets, there we go. Cheapest. If I tell my daughter when she says I'm freezing, Dad, and I say get a blanket, she's gonna not be happy with me. It's fine. Peace, love, and wine. Welcome to Portugal. No stress. Just fine. Either. Peace, love, and wine. Yeah, we love it. Human heat. That's it. Snuggle up. Gas heat usually pretty fast. Yeah, we'll maybe have a look in when we go to Leroy's here. I'm going to go to Leroy's. I need a few tools and stuff. We'll see what they've got heat.
We don't know either. We don't know how much heat these heaters that we've got are going to how much heat they're going to kick out, do we? They might kick out enough. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We just haven't turned them
Well,
on,
our
so we have
landlord,
no idea.
our Signorio,
Mm.
said the fires will be fine, so probably will. But I mean, just in the run up to before we turn the wood fireplace on, because it's really like it's not bad in here. It's just that one room, so or maybe just get a little plug-in heater for her.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, guys. It's been our longest live yet. We really appreciate it. I think we had like 55, 60 people in here. It's absolutely amazing. This channel's growing pretty quickly. We really appreciate all of the support. We actually have had so much support from people and questions answered. So we really appreciate
it's
it.
very encouraging, and we appreciate it. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
Do all that stuff.
Every time we say thumbs up and that, we always like... always just do it. I don't know why.
And let us know, what do we want to see on the lives? How can we structure that better? What do you want to see on videos? Like we've done a few like vlog style videos. We do want to do some.
And you got told off in the last one.
Oh yeah,
so
for using the drone. I used the drone at a waterfall. Yeah, I used a drone somewhere you're not supposed to use the drone. So I'm not a drone. I just got a drone. I've hardly ever used it, and I just thought, oh, I'll just use it here. But apparently not allowed to use it at the waterfall in Benfeta. So sorry about that. Didn't want to offend anyone. I did offend someone. And I won't do that again. You all have a fantastic week. We'll have a new video dropping on Thursday.
I had something actually I just wanted to share that
just
I thought that was
clothes. Yeah, we'll buy clothes. Shall I pack my dressing gowns? You'll be fine. Who's in Peyton's house?
Sophie is very much like Peyton, where she gets cold too.
Who's in Peyton's room? Is she in Peyton's room?
Layla and Peyton.
Oh, no, you don't have to worry about it then.
But
we'll get the fire cranking in another month. The fire will be there.
I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know how cold it's going to get. This morning
you can buy a Portugal dressing gown when you get here, and it just stays here.
Yeah, just have your own slippers and Portuguese ones that stay here.
Those things that Levi's got.
A hoodie.
Hoodie.
Yeah, hoodie will keep you nice and sweaty.
We'll take you to get an hoodie.
I was going to say something that I realised that was kind of an eye-opener that we need to change, and I want to change just slightly how we do things. But when we went to the farmers market yesterday, and Penelope, they had they had people selling stuff. They had people that were selling things, trinkets that they'd made, baked goods, and then they was kind of having like a car boot kind of sale vibe as well going on at the market. So people were selling their stuff that they no longer needed. And Penelope saw books, and she's drawn to books. She loves books. She went to look at some books, and then she picked one up, and it was like broke. The spine and that had fallen out of the case. Is that what it's called? Like the book had fallen apart. And I said, oh no, put it back. It's broken. And I didn't want to buy it. That was just me saying politely, put it back. It's broken. I don't want to buy it. And then the woman, she was like, it's not broken. The woman that was selling it, she was like, it's not broken. Just put some glue in there. Put some sellotape in there. And I was like, how we think of things like it's broken, just get rid of it. But she was like, no, it's not broken. Like it's still good.
It is, yeah. We're from a throwaway culture.
Yeah. I just thought that was very eye-opening to see that she thought that it still had lots of life and it was still good. Like you can still buy it, just put some glue or tape in it.
Whereas we're used to just chucking stuff away.
What I was trying to say kindly to my daughter was, I don't want to buy a book, put the book down. But I should have worded it differently instead of saying it's broken. Because now she might just think that if it's torn like that, to just discard it. So it was a little eye-opening of how I word things, and I just wanted to share that with you.
Thanks, Amy.
You're welcome.
Make sure you read carefully the drone legislation in Portugal. I will do that because
your batteries are incorrect. I thought you said.
Yeah, my batteries are too big, I think. They make it a little bit too big, so not really supposed to have them, but I will figure that out, because if we're putting video up on YouTube for everyone to see, it's not going to be very clever, is it?
No.
putting it up in public. So I'll figure all that out. I really haven't used it.
He got it for his birthday prior to us leaving, and he was very excited to bring it here and to do footage and to obviously for our channel and for personal use and stuff, like to get footage and stuff of everything that we explore and to share with everybody.
Vito said, nice share about the book. Thanks.
Yeah, I thought it was a good share too. I thought it was very eye-opening that people don't just see things as broken just because they are broken, because it wasn't broken. You could still read the book, but
yeah,
that was good. I thought it was good. Anyway, I was saying about the footage that you was excited to get the drone, but you haven't really had a chance really to use it. And you just wanted to use it because you thought the waterfall would be a beautiful spot to use it.
Yeah, but I couldn't even.
But even trying to use it, you're still like learning because you have no idea because you haven't really had a chance to get it out and fly it or anything.
No, I haven't spent time doing it. So yeah, I will figure that out. Maybe I need a license or something. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Privacy laws are in trouble with my ring cam. Okay. Filming legislation.
That's a doorbell one, isn't it?
Yeah, filming people. I'm not a big, like, we've done the vlogging out on the thing and that I don't really like doing it out in public anyway. That's why, like, I can't wait until we have a house, like a thing, and then we can mainly, because a lot of the YouTubers, big YouTubers, they're just at their house doing, you know, stuff at the house. So that's what I would much prefer. I'm not really huge into the walking around in public doing it.
No, you're not that person as it is anyway.
I'm not that sort of person, but we will do it. And the reason we do it, not just for YouTube, but to show Penny, like we've done video stuff in the past, like years and years and years ago.
We have to, when our older children were younger, we did a lot of vlog things, and the kids love it. They love watching themselves.
So we don't just want to document this and share it on YouTube. It's more the kids can go back and watch this.
Well, I would love, like,
when we're old and wrinkled.
I remember my uncle and auntie having camcorders and recording things, like when their two children were younger. My cousins, when they was younger, I remember my auntie and uncle recording stuff, but I can't remember any footage of like when I was younger or my sister. We had pictures, but there's no like footage that I know of anywhere.
No, and our kids will be able to see the whole thing from.
You had a camcorder when you went on a family holiday to Canada, didn't you? That was a big thing.
Yeah,
that you had a camcorder, you took it and nearly dropped it down an abyss.
Nearly died. Yeah, that was fun. You need a license. Okay, I have no idea. I will get a license. I said,
he has no idea. He's just literally.
I won't use it again until I know.
And trying to use it. So
yeah. I used it at home actually a couple of times. The kids were out walking in when we lived in Canada. They went out for a walk, and I was like up in the air, like finding the kit where the kids were through the town. When I used it, I probably wasn't supposed to use it there either. Yeah, find the kids and then just follow them home. Anyway, guys, really appreciate everything. We'll go through all your comments. Like I say, we'll take everything, drop it in AI, tell us all the wonderful foods to eat, where to go, everything else you suggested and asked for. Anyone else who's going to come through and comment, we really appreciate your time. Throw up a like and a sub and all that lovely YouTube stuff. Thursday, video coming on Thursday, which is the Medieval Festival and Figueira de Foz. We went there twice. We went there one day, and then we liked it so much we went there back the next day. So that's going to be in the video on Thursday.
And saying about the weight of the camera and stuff, and saying you need a license and stuff like that, and a flight plan. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, you don't need a license if the drone is 250 grams, less than 250 grams. My camera, the drone is, but then it's a Mini 4 Pro, and I've got the big batteries that put it over that. So.
Maybe you just need to get a smaller battery.
Yeah, I need to get some small batteries or get a license. I'm not against getting a license if that's what I have to do. I would like to get into using it because it does get some pretty good footage then, don't you? But I don't know where you can use it. I've got to spend a bit of time doing it. There you go. I use DJI Mini 4 Pro, no issue. I've just got in North America, you can get a bigger...
it was part of the package, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's like a bigger battery, which then takes that DJI 4 Mini Pro over the weight.
Mhm.
So I need to either get the small batteries, European size batteries, or not, and just get a license.
But
Cool, guys.
we're going to wrap it
You
up.
have a fantastic day or fantastic week. We'll see you on Thursday, and see you
Thank
next
you
week.
so much for watching. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
And we'll see you soon, Sophie and Callum and Stephen, whoever's watching.
Lacey and Millie and everybody.
Everyone. Bye. See ya. Bye.
Bye.